Well, good morning, everybody. It is Sunday morning. Oh, about 6:45, and this is my Sunday morning walkabout to kind of let you know what what we did during the week here. And of course, still the biggest thing is water, and we've been hauling water almost every day. John and Cheryl finished their house, so that pretty well cut out the water, but at least for the time being. But as you can see, our biggest news is, of course, all the piglets here, and just wow, looking so healthy. And of course Mom in there. And wow, looking so good. Once they get past that first week or so, and really the first 3, 4, 5 days are just so important, and we basically got a 24-hour watch on them, and if we need to get up in the middle of the night, we do just that. Of course, the other ones here, if we can kind of sneak in here and kind of see them. There they are. Yeah. And they're still not even a week old yet, but all of them doing really well here. And like I said, that's by far our biggest news here. And all 13 of them still. I'm really surprised we haven't lost any. We generally do 1 or 2. Mom weighs on them or steps on them, and of course our one in here, and that's still feeding off Mom. And of course the old man of the group here, he's just relaxing like he normally does. His work is coming up here as we get the moms pregnant once again. So yeah, that's still our big news here, basically because of our budget here is so tight, and our operating costs of the farm here, for labor, for food, and that's our food plus animal food. Like I said, we feed all of our our chickens and our pigs and that with store-bought food, and we found out the brand that seems to work the best for us here. And so I think that's a big reason why our piglets are so healthy. One of our neighbors had, oh gosh, I'm trying to think, 11 or 12 of them here within the last week to 10 days, and lost all of them. None survived. They are not able, of course, in order to buy the store-bought food, a lot of them, and that the piglets are generally born very small, so their survival rate is definitely very low, versus and we've had such good luck, but we're able to, on our budget, to be able to feed them that way. And of course the return we get is so important to us, because our budget is so tight that we're able to operate here. And I went through that in a video way back when I basically said the minimum to operate here in the Philippines, if you want to have something like we've got or approaching that, you need a minimum of $1,000 a month, which is right now, as matter of fact, it just dropped from 52 down to 51 point something there pesos a month. It's tight. You're not going to do too much outside of just your farming and that. So I'm down here in the pond, and of course it's bone dry. As you can see, the cracks and that, as I'm standing right down in the middle and kind of panning around here. You can see as high as the water goes here, and then of course I'm looking, I'm about 5'9", and probably about the top of my head is the top of the wall there. And of course full of leaves. We'll get down in here and kind of rake this out as much as we can. The silt that flows in here when it really rains hard, right here, we'll probably bag that up and dump it on one of our terraces up there, and get prepared for the next rainy season here, which some of the locals are already saying June. We should start getting some rain here. I'll believe it when I see it. That's kind of the philosophy here. I predict if we get in June, it'll be the same as last year. We got quite a bit of rain in June, and everybody went out and planted, and poof, July and August and September were disasters. And we really the rainy season didn't even start till November, and then it just ran November, December, and January, and nowhere near the amount. Our pond overflowed for, about just a few days in December, and that was it. And generally it's at overflow for a few months when the rainy season comes. So that was the difference that we're seeing here with the length and depth of the drought here. So as I kind of walk up the other side here, and it's time to do our spring cleaning up here too, and basically go through and rake everything up. And I see Doro's raked a lot of it up. We need to bag up the leaves, or I think we're going to burn a bunch of this. We've got so many bags right now, and I could use the ash and that. And of course this, as you can see, is pretty well. The leaf thing is a year-round thing. Leaves die in the fall, and like I said, the trees here are always green. So as you can see, but they lose leaves continuously. So that, like I said, not much else going on this week. The pond finally, like I said, after it's been a mud hole of a few inches for basically the whole month of May, it has finally completely dried up, that you're able to walk on it and that. I've got a pile over there I need to burn quite a bit of, and of course my rice hay got wet a little bit here, but that's okay. We're still cutting it up, and right now, by the amount that I gathered, we should be good for bedding. Oh boy, till the rainy season starts. Still got quite a bit here. And as I wander across here, up towards the house again, the drought continues. The banana trees are under stress. The mangoes just aren't producing here, aren't flowering here, but of course they're the last ones that always do, this group. But I'd say last week was the start of our spring cleaning here of our yard, and as you can see, Marites, Bito's wife, and Bito was the one that basically did all of our building on our property here, has cleaned this up, Marites, and wow, I don't recognize it. Looks so good. She does such a good job, and I praise her up and down. She's so meticulous about what she does, and just looks outstanding of cleaning it up and removing a lot and kind of thinning it out and that. And yesterday her and Doro helped also, cleaned all this up down to here. Yeah, so, and she'll be back on Monday. Like I said, it really helped us having the sale of some of our piglets here, that we got a little boost to the budget, so we're able to, and when we do that, we have her down here to start cleaning through a lot of the driveway area. The other thing I wanted to show you here, of course the bad news is that our banana field here, because we just lack water, is almost gone, almost non-existent anymore, because it is out in the sun. But if you'll notice here, our mangoes are starting to flower, and I mean a lot. I'm going to get on the other side of the sun here, so the sun is at my back, so you're able to see a lot better. Our coffee trees here, we've lost half of them, and again it's a water problem, but wow, look at the growth starting to flower. Good sign. And I think I'm gonna, when we pick up water, I'm gonna start watering the mango trees here too, if this drought continues. Wow, just look at, yep, and all of them along here, and these are generally the first ones that do that flower. And like I said, my pruning job really did good. So that's the good news. Of course, the dead coffee trees here are definitely the bad news. But wow, look at the flowering here. Absolutely amazing. They're going to need water. So I think when we start hauling water this week, we're going to still haul every day and start watering the trees here, so at least we get some production on our mangoes. But yeah, all down the line here, new growth, and of course we wait for everything you see here and starting to flower, and from there we'll generally, from each one of these will at least come one mango, and sometimes two. I can't believe here the amount of flowers here is absolutely amazing. That's what the pruning did. It actually allowed the growth, instead of going into the wood, the growth has gone into all new shoots, new growth, and that means not only a very healthy tree, but a very productive tree. And even the small one here, look at this, such a tiny tree, and they're all the same age here. They're all planted at the same time. Some just grew, others here just, and I think it has to do with a particular soil and that's in a particular area. So anyway, I better quit here. This is pretty long-winded here today on my walk around. So still the bad news of the drought, it continues, and of course the heat along with it. The good news is, of course, first and foremost, all of our piglets. We're starting to get production from our mango trees. My compost piles are are not doing so well because of the heat. They're basically dry down to the ground, and until the rain starts and we can turn them, and that it's they're going to be quite a ways from being able to use. So Before this gets too long from the back of the camera, I'm going to say goodbye for now. But probably be back later today. Like and subscribe. And God bless every single one of you.